afternoon, and welcome to Independence. We are back for the championship game here from the Silverstein Eye Care Center Arena. It's the home of the Kansas City Mavericks, and today host to the Mid-America High School League Varsity Championship. Spirit come into this one as the number 2 seed. They will take on the number 1 seed Carriage Club, and the Spirit are here by virtue of a thrilling overtime win last night over the, and I'm blanking again on the team we played, Oklahoma City Ice Kings. Thank you. Yes, they were there on a upset win, Fighting Saints. So, and that voice you hear, that familiar voice you hear, is Kelly Carton back in the broadcast booth. Kelly is back after being in Chicago with Delaney's team. Congrats to her. It sounds like they had a good weekend in Chicago.
They did. They basically went 500, 2-2-1, but they won the Tier 2 championship. I don't really know what that means, but the kids played good. They played hard. So here, Scott's got the standings pulled up right here on the screen.
We will take a look at the bracket as it broke down. Once again, you can see the Spirit coming into this one after a pair of wins. First win 10-1 over the Stars on Saturday, and then yesterday's overtime win that we talked about over the Oklahoma City Oil Kings. Carriage Club, their path to the championship game started with a 4-0 victory over the Mavs, and last night a 5-1 victory over the Northwest Arkansas Ice Hogs.
So the Ice Hogs and the Thunder played earlier today, right before this game. Thunder came away with a big win, 6 or 7-1. I don't remember what the last one was, but Thunder came away big. The route to get here through the Oklahoma City Oil Kings was kind of interesting. Their strategy for playing against some teams that they had not done well against really was interesting and paid off in some dividends for them going deep into the playoffs. They had come out and decided to play a very physical game. According to all of our coaches and all of our players, not only did they come out with a physical game, they came out with a bit of a psychological strategy too. Came out chirping really loud, talking really hard, and supposedly threw the Saints into a tizzy where they were fighting each other on the bench and never really even got into the game.
Yes.
And that almost worked against the Spirit last night.
Yeah, it had us frustrated early on for sure, Kelly, and I think you're exactly right. That's exactly what they did. They were physical from the get-go, trying to just get us off our game. And fortunately for the Spirit, they were able to fight through it. They got a goal in the first period on a great individual effort by Wassey, breaking down the right side and put us up 1-0. They were able to tie it in the second, and a late third period goal by one Major Carton in the third period. I thought that was going to be the winner, but a late one from the Oil Kings tied it up, took us to overtime, and the boys just persevered and fought through it. And finally, a loose puck in front, banged home by Jason Wassey, and here we are.
Not to be complete homers and cheer on everything our team does. We try to be fairly critical up here in the booth when it's decided. But it sounded like last night during that game there was maybe some clock mismanagement off on the part of the coaches. The horses you want out on the ice at the last minute or two there played basically the last 4 minutes, which may have led to that tying goal to get into overtime. So, they maybe should have had a little bit of a switch out at about the 4 to 3 minute mark and gave them some rest, and then had the big guns out on the ice that last minute. So
we'll have to keep our eyes on that as we go along this one. So
that's the kind of hockey analysis you look for on this broadcast.
That's why he brings it every game.
Accurate stats and in-depth analysis.
Honest, brutal, honest opinion. You can always count on that from Mr. Kelly Carden.
Wait
So.
a minute. I was saying we. There's no need to say actual names here.
So once again, thanks to Dayton Lovin for stepping in for the first 2 games of this weekend, and thanks to Kelly for jumping back in.
And just to be clear for
Always,
everyone, I offered this seat to Dayton for this game. I didn't want to take him out of it at the championship game because he does a great job of filling in. If not, maybe I'm filling in actually.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm filling in for when Dayton decides he doesn't want to do it.
And as always, thanks to Scott Lutsky for putting this production together and giving us A-plus quality viewing experience as always. So we've got some stats we can take a look at as we go through this broadcast. Instant replay we'll have for you. And hopefully the sound's coming in loud and clear. We have no issues there. And we should have a great game, championship game on the ice. This Carriage Club team, a team that Spirit have played a couple times early in the season, but I think we can all agree that was not the same team that we're going to see today. Spirit
Absolutely not.
Convincing wins early on, but
let's take a look at this team.
Several
over
of
here.
the key players not in those games,
Yeah.
and this top line for Carriage Club, you have to really account for number 24, number 12, number 27. They're big guns up front. Number 44, their stud defenseman who can put the puck in the net and move it. So Spirit will definitely have to account for that.
Yeah,
And
Scott Lussey saying they've got some AAA experience on that team that comes into play. Yep. Shattuck St. Mary player? Okay. So one of the things that I always notice about the Carriage Club's team is that, not that it really matters, but, they have mismatched socks. They occasionally have mismatched jerseys, but they absolutely play for the win. They're not here for style. They're not here for...
Yeah, they are a bit ragtag, no doubt.
And they are here to play the game.
But, yeah, they... Dayton Lovin says it's interesting for a country club team that they're a bit ragtag. You look at the coaches on the bench with their fancy letter jackets.
Yeah, you'd think that they would put some of that letter jacket money into maybe...
We will turn it over to the PA announcer. Hopefully he can get that through our sound system here, and we'll get the pregame introductions here.
Today's match features the Springfield Spirit playing against the Carriage Club. Starting with the Spirit at left wing, number 25, Ryan Worth. At center, number 89, Jason Bussey. At right wing, number 17, Kevin Logan. At left wing, number 21, Sam Stack. At right wing, number 47, Zion Warner. At goaltender, number 20, Sam Linsky. Now starting for the Carriage Club, at left wing, number 10, Jack Locke. At center, number 12, Elliot Cohen. At right wing, number 27, Ford Poland. At left wing, number 44, Jackson Mills Wilmer. At right wing, number 24, Quentin Arnold. At goaltender, number 29, Jackson Margos. At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats. Place your right hand over your heart or render a salute if you're a veteran of the United States military, as we pay honor to America with the recording of the Star Spangled Banner.
are just about set for action. See, we have a 4-man crew today, 2 referees, which is a bit of a switch up. First couple of games we had a 3-man system with just 1 referee, so hopefully a couple extra set of eyeballs on the ice will help keep this game called fairly and accurately.
So I wasn't here for yesterday's game, but I heard that there was some reffing mistakes made. I tend to be somewhat sympathetic to referees, in that I know that it's a hard job.
Yeah.
But all you ask for is, number 1, that they out there take care of the safety of the kids, and 2, call it fairly both ways. So
you bet.
Hopefully, at the very least, that's what we get.
We are just about set for action. Big crowd here on hand, lots of Spirit fans, lots of Carriage Club fans. They're clapping, ready for action, and referee is at center ice with the puck in his hand, and we are underway in this championship game. Right off the draw, the puck taken by Carriage Club and poked into the corner by the Spirit. Hustling to it is Gavin Lovin. Now he picks it up behind the net, looks to center it, gets help from Wyatt Worth, now still behind the net. And a shot from the side is a bouncing puck fanned on by Wassey, and Carriage Club able to carry it back out into the Spirit zone down the left wing side. Centering puck in front is cleared out by the Spirit and chased down by Carriage Club in their own zone. Now off the boards and up. Loose puck comes right back into the Carriage Club zone as they'll look to break it out. Forecheck by the Spirit, stolen by Wassey, now in front for Lovin, but it's just over his stick, or actually under his stick. And back to center ice as the Spirit in the midst of a line change here. Now Carriage Club will carry it back into the Spirit zone down the left wing side. And centering puck in front is taken by Wassey, and he'll go up the boards and to the blue line and out as they will complete that line change. Now Carriage Club with the puck on the near wall at center ice. Check to the boards by Johnson. Still coming into the zone, and a centering pass is intercepted but not cleared as they'll dump it down low below the net and picked up by Carriage Club as they'll skate it up the wall.
Full line change by Spirit.
Back to the point, and shots blocked into the corner. Centering pass in front, cleared away once again by the Spirit, and now held in once again at the blue line. Now picked up by Johnson. He's got room to skate. Johnson down the right wing side and around the defense into the corner. Looks to center it.
No hooking on that.
In front and stolen away by Carriage Club as it's held in at the point momentarily by Eckhart, and now he'll pick it up once again and dump it back in. Hustling to it is Ripper on the line change. Carden's there as well, dumps it down low. Now centering puck in front and picked up there by Carriage Club. They'll dump it down the ice, and it'll go for an icing for our first stoppage in this game. Good pressure early on there by the Spirit.
Absolutely. Spirit were playing a little bit of 4-on-5 hockey there. It had a late line change, and the third forward came in a little bit late on that play. A couple of good centering passes by the first couple of lines here, getting the puck in front of the net.
So Major Carden on the draw here and sends it towards the net. Now loose puck in front, and Busson unable to hold it in. Daniger will come over to help out. He's able to swipe it to the boards and push it forward, and Carriage Club will pick it up there as they send the puck forward. Now Busson once again on his backhand will push it to the blue line but not out. On net and sticked to the corner by Lutzke, and it hops over the glass here at the Silverstein Ike Center's arena, and we'll get another stoppage for that. No score here early on in this championship contest. Wassey back on the ice for the draw. And back underway as Carriage Club will pick the puck up off the faceoff. Look out. Now taken by Wassey as he'll skate it up the right wing side. The captain around one man, plows one over, and now loses the puck.
Got lucky on that one. I think we were a little bit offsides.
Taken back by Carriage Club to center ice. As it's poke checked by Daniger. His clearing effort goes off the glass and out. Dumped right back in by Carriage Club, and Daniger has it once again behind his own net. Now up the near wall. And a cross-ice pass clears the zone, and now loose puck just outside the Spirit zone. Picked up by Daniger. He'll skate behind his own net and set things up. Nickel with the puck. Now up the boards and out. Pass doesn't connect, taken there by Carriage Club. And they'll send it the other way. As now puck loose, almost intercepted by Brushard, but back comes Carriage Club down the right wing side. Careful shot on goal and a save by Lutzke. And puck cleared out to center ice and taken by Brushard. He's got room to skate down the left wing side and now dumps it down low behind the net. Johnson there for the Spirit and centers it in front, but stolen away by Carriage Club, and back they come into the Spirit zone. And still on the puck, sent towards the net, cleared away by the Spirit. Good job there picking those pucks up, coming toward the net and cleared them out. And now loose puck in the neutral zone. Slapped back out by Werner, and Carden has it there. Headman pass to Brushard as he'll skate into the corner, looks to center it, and he's checked off the puck. Now Gage Robb chases it down, held in at the point by Eckhart, who had pinched down low, but cleared out by Carriage Club, and they'll dump it all the way down. We'll get an icing call and a stoppage for that.
So fast action. Not a tremendous amount of shots on goal, but puck going back and forth. A lot of good pressure by both teams.
Yeah, I like the energy so far by the Spirit. They have a pretty solid forecheck going and trying to disrupt things in the Carriage Club zone. Major Carden back on the ice, take this draw with Robb and Kallenberger on the ice with him, I believe.
Coach Armstrong going with a stacked middle, no left winger up by the boards.
Now on the draw, it's loose, and big check there by Kallenberger. Now puck taken by Carriage Club as they'll carry it back out to center ice into the Spirit zone around the defense, and a shot and a save by Lutzke. Flashes the leather, his
Big
best save so far.
by Scott Lutzke.
We'll take a look at the replay. The Carriage Club player able to break down the left wing side and get a good shot off, but
yeah,
Lutzke right there.
There at the bottom of the circle, right-handed shooter on the left side was able to get a quick one off. Zane had the perfect angle on that, as he always does.
Now Wassey line back on the ice. Wassey Leavenworth.
So seeing a rotation of lines here, Coach BJ is going with. Definitely shortened his bench a little bit here in the playoff game. It's early in the game, and you'd like to see them paying attention to that fatigue factor.
Yeah.
3 games in 3 days.
Now puck in the near corner, Bussin battling for it with a pair of Carriage Club players. Now up the wall, Worth will send it out, and Spirit able to break it out of there. Worth still has it, but it hops over his stick, and Wassey will just dump it in. He goes for a line change. And now loose puck in the corner as Lovin will send it forward. Now Wyatt Worth dumps it down low. Graham Lovin there battling for it for the Spirit. Now taken by his brother Gavin. Oh, and he can't move the puck forward. Now still loose in the corner, and Carriage Club will pick it up as they send it to the blue line, held in by the Spirit. Now serving pass in front, and it's a shot off the side of the net by Brusher. Tries to backhand it in front once again. Loose puck behind the net. Now sent to the blue line. Oh, and Werner fans on it as he had a lane to step forward and shoot, but can't get good wood on it. And back into his own zone, it's Stack. Behind his own net, Sam will set things up. Now up the right wing side. Puck picked up by Parker Brushard. He'll dump it in, go for a line change. Andrew Johnson will get there first for the Spirit, chip it down low behind the net. Now up the board, Stack will hold it in. And Kallenberger there for the Spirit as well. Taken by Carden. It was in front on his backhand shot, and a pad save. I think that had the corner labeled, but a pad save by the goalie. Now back to the point. Stack sends it on net. That one's blocked at the defense and cleared high off the glass as Werner will skate over to pick it up. And he fans on the clearing effort. And now help from his teammate as Carden will carry it to the blue line, but checked off of his stick, held in.
There.
Shot from the side, and Lutzke able to get a piece of it. And now along the far boards as Ripper will drop down low, sends it to the blue line and out. Picked up by Kallenberger down the left wing side. Gabe, he beats his man, but the puck trickles away from him as he skated towards the middle. And now back the other way comes Carriage Club to center ice. Headman pass. Loose puck now. Look out here. As down the left wing side and shot on goal and another save and a rebound on net. And Lutsky makes the save once again.
Kind of a crazy situation there. Looks like the Carriage Club player lost his stick, kind of throwing his hands up in the air like maybe a Springfield player pulled it from him, but no call. So no harm, no foul.
One thing the Spirit will really have to watch, I think at least a couple of the goals that Carriage Club scored against us in that game last weekend were off the rush.
Yes, absolutely.
And really need to pay attention to that. Make sure we have good coverage coming back and no block shots at the blue line, no loose pucks getting through, no odd man rushes. So far they've been able to avert disaster. Now back comes Lovin down the left wing side.
Sure would be nice to
catches
have
up
a
to it
trailer there to help him.
as puck stolen away by Carriage Club, skated back out. As down the left wing side they come into the Spirit zone. Over a good stick there by Daniger as he checks it away and cleared back out by the Spirit. Carriage Club have it in their own zone now.
Don't know if our kids were on a line change there or not, but there sure was a big gap between Gavin Lovin doing all that work and nobody behind him to help dig it out.
Now dumped all the way down. This will go for an icing call. And a face-off back in the Spirit zone.
That might be the first icing the Spirit have thrown down their rink.
I think it might be. Graham Lovin line back on the ice with Brushard and Johnson. Flero and Werner, I'm sorry, that's Stack and Werner on defense. Line's been lining them up here and now back underway. Loose puck taken by Zon Werner. He'll skate it behind his own net, set things up. Now up the far boards for Johnson. He avoids a check and sends it across. It's intercepted and a shot and just wide. Yes, dangerous there. As now still in the zone. Now it's backhanded out. Back come the Spirit. Brushard will chase it down the left wing side and help from Johnson, but they can't catch up to it. Back comes Carriage Club into the Spirit zone. Now to the outside, centered in front and blocked by Werner.
Ooh, dangerous block too. That bounce went
careful
right
there.
back towards Zane. A little bit of sloppy play with the puck there by the Spirit. That whole sequence there.
Yeah.
Even once we got it into their zone, did do a great job of possessing it. So want to see the kids tighten that up. Be careful with the puck. Be smart with it.
Now Carden back on the ice for the draw. Kallenberger and Robb. And off the draw, push back to the point. And now dumped down low by Carriage Club, set in front and whacked at, and putting a hand on it, freeze it once again, was Lutsky. Dangerous play there off the face-off as the Carriage Club able to work it in front. That's another thing that trips me up about this team, Kelly, is there's no nickname. It's just
there is no
Carriage
nickname,
Club.
Yeah. We can make one up.
It's the Carriage Club team,
Country
I guess.
Clubbers,
Yeah.
the Silver Spooners,
Ragtaggers.
Misfits.
So Carden once again on the draw, and looks like the Carriage
Eckhart.
Club player is tossed from the face-off.
Eckhart and Flero at D.
Now loose puck is sent towards the net once again, and Lutsky will put a glove on it this time, and we'll get another face-off.
Taylor Flero having a little talk with the guy that he fell on down there in the front of the ice. Looks like everybody's getting up amicably, but Taylor Flero displaces quite a bit of water when submerged, and so that's a lot of mass to fall on a young child.
Now Wassy on the draw this time. It was it back for Bussin, and he'll skate it behind his own net. And up, bad pass there. It goes in front, but Wassy was right there. And now able to dump it into the Carriage Club zone. As back now, loose puck in front, stolen by Worth, but he can't get a good shot off. Almost intercepts it again, but Carriage Club able to skate it back out. Now cross-ice pass and a skate picked up by Worth, as he'll dump it in the zone once again. And
Big hit over there on the far side wall after he got rid of that puck. Wyatt Worth decided to put some wood on the wall there. And
now Carriage Club at their own blue line to center ice. Bouncing puck settled. Spirit have pressure on. And Carriage
Captain
Club.
Jason Wassey or Graham Lovin putting a lot of pressure on the puck there in their zone, keeping
Now-
them from breaking out.
Now a stolen
And
puck by
stealing it.
Lovin. He'll go down. He's got a man breaking in front. He gets it over to Johnson. In on goal. A shot. It's off the goal post. And and the rebound is covered by the Carriage Club goaltender
We have a call here on the ice.
as the Spirit have their best scoring opportunity of this game. And we'll wait for the call. Slashing is going to be the call.
On
I
right.
did not see that. It's coming against Andrew Johnson. So the
Yeah.
first penalty of this game goes against the Spirit right after their best scoring opportunity of this game as
Really
they
good
broke in
scoring
2-1.
Really
two
brought
on
about,
one.
And almost entirely by Graham Lovin's effort to harass the puck in the zone as whoever they are that we're playing tries to bring it out and then just goes and picks the puck in the neutral zone. Really good heads-up play.
So to the penalty kill go the Spirit. And Carriage Club will set things up on the power play. Outlet pass intercepted by Stack and dumped back into the Carriage Club zone. Wassey's there for the Spirit as he'll try to kill some time on this penalty. Now picked up once again by Carriage Club as they'll skate in front. Dangerous, almost intercepted again, but they're able to skate it forward and now into the Spirit zone. Pass across is fanned on, now intercepted. Oh, and it couldn't carry it out. Now Spirit have it once again, and they'll go off the boards and out as Wassey will go to the bench for a line change. Graham Lovin back on the ice, and now loose puck taken by Stack, headman for Lovin, and he'll chip it in and go for a line change himself. Now it's Carden and Lovin, and intercepted by Carden, but he runs into his own man, couldn't work it towards the net. And a loose puck picked up by the Spirit, dumped forward. Carden has it on the right wing side, skates to the front, and tries to fight off a check. Now gets it again, works it in front, but can't get a shot off. Good work there by Major on the kill. And back comes Carriage Club now, down the right wing side with how much time on the penalty? 33 seconds to go. Shot from the point blocked by Lovin. Now it's in the corner as they'll work it in the zone. Back to the point. And now loose puck slapped at by Lovin, loses his stick. Now along the left wing side, shot and a save by Lutzke as rebound still on the stick of the Carriage Club team, and the shot.
Oh, that was a gift.
And clear to the point but not out. Now dumped down low along the right wing side, centering in front, and a save by Lutzke. Now to the point and out as Johnson back on the ice for the Spirit. They're able to kill it off. And now puck at the blue line, skated in front, and a shot, and a stick save by Lutzke. And chipped to the blue line and out. Cross ice pass intercepted by the Spirit. Here they come. Oh, and it's checked away from Gavin Lovin. Now Johnson will chip it forward. He's able to beat a man on the side. Works it in front. Johnson to his backhand. And a goal, a shot on goal. And a rebound effort almost connects. Now back to center ice, dumped in by Flero. And Wassey on the forecheck for the Spirit. To the blue line, held in by Flero. No, now Carriage Club player able to break it out in the Spirit zone. And a big check there by Brushard as he's the one that goes down, but he's able to disrupt things. Still draws some cheers from the Carriage Club parents who like to see that one.
I was just saying, I think that there's a lot of hockey players down on that cheering section that just like to see the hockey.
Now loose puck picked up by the Carriage Club. In on goal, and it round a man, but he loses the puck. Sends it in front. Oh, and a block save by
Campbell
Eckhart as he comes across.
Losing his stick and throwing his body down to block the shot.
Great job there, and I think a wise icing here as the Spirit on their heels a bit since killing that penalty. So good job here for the boys to just dump it down and get a reset, catch a break here,
Absolutely.
and get a whistle.
Things getting a little crazy in front of the net. It's time to just get it out of there, stop the clock, reset.
1:53 to go in this first period. Seems like it's been a long period so far.
It does seem like it's been a long period. I think one of the things that we're running into is our successes are coming when we hustle and pressure, The opportunities we're giving the other team are when we play sloppy with the puck. I know it's not rocket science there, but that seems to be what's going on right now.
Now puck in front, taken by Werner. He'll ring it around the boards. I think I may have had my microphone off there for a little bit, so I apologize for that. Now back underway behind the net. Stack battles for it, taken by Carriage Club as they'll circle it in front, and a shot. It's deflected wide. Now along the half wall, Kallenberger will send it to the blue line, but not out. Now Stack can step over and pick it up and backhands
Having
it
some
out.
trouble connecting these passes.
Yeah, some rather lackadaisical clearing efforts, as you don't like to see that. Need to be assertive on those clearing efforts. Now along the near boards, pass over for Gage Robb at center ice. Robb, he'll dump it in and circle back, go for a line change. Last minute here in the first period. Now pass up, doesn't connect, intercepted by the Spirit, dumped back in.
A lot of passes to nowhere on this.
Now below the net, Wassy there battling for it, and he's got men on. Now stolen by the Spirit in front. Loose puck.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, almost banged home by Worth as it found its way to his stick. Still on the half wall, Wassy will dump it down low. Wyatt Worth will pick it up behind the net. And back to the point for Daniger. His shot is blocked at the defense. 23 seconds to go in this first period as it's pushed forward into the Spirit zone. Backhanded back to the blue line and out. And taken there by Wassy as he'll send it forward to Lovin. Gavin able to go around one man and check to the corner. Gavin will try to send it in front, unable to do so. And one last effort from the point if he can hurry. Shot and a save right at the buzzer at the end of the first period. Overall, Kelly, I'd have to say the Spirit would be happy with the way things went, as you said.
Absolutely.
As we both said, some sloppy play, some careless play at times. But
Yep. But overall, spent a lot of time in the other team's zone, doing a good job of keeping in there, getting some pressure on them, making them make some mistakes. So really a pretty even game overall between the two teams.
And when there were defensive breakdowns, as always,
Kids
all year
hustled back.
long, Zane Lutsky right there to bail him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we get a break here. We'll catch our breath. And yeah, we can talk about
Let's
some
talk about block shots
some
and
of the
stats
stat
here.
packages that Scott has put together for us. We can take a look at some of the season statistics, and one of those being block shots. You can see from the graphic
Scott,
there
talk to
that
us through our Sam Stack.
the team leader in block shots this year by a wide margin, senior defenseman Sam Stack. Campbell Eckhart coming in tied with Eric Life second, which is impressive given all the time that Campbell has missed this year. And it's great to see him back out there.
Speaking of Eric Life played in last night's game, but developed a fever overnight and is sitting in the stands right now, not feeling great physically and not feeling great mentally. He doesn't like missing this.
No.
I was able to talk to him from a safe distance, with some glass in between us to make sure that I didn't get sick. But he's not a happy camper, and he looks like he's sick as a dog, and he looks like someone might have kicked his dog while it was sick.
So we'll wish him well. We do miss him on the ice. Back underway now here in second period as the puck is on the ice and pushed to the blue line. Fought off, centered in front by Johnson. He had Brushard in front, but it's intercepted there by the Carriage Club. Now shot from the blue line just wide. Johnson will pick it up, looks to center it, can't do so, and run around the boards. Daniger will hold it in, sends it towards the front, blocked away, and now Bussin can't hold it in at the blue line, just outside the zone.
Just by a couple of inches, if that.
And we'll get a stoppage for that. Line change here for the Spirit. Eckhart and Flaro now on the ice. Defensive pairing. Lovin, Johnson, and Brushard still on the ice at the forward position. Now puck at center ice is dumped into the zone, but right back out. Eckhart has it there as he'll backhand it into the Carriage Club zone. Hustling
Great to see Campbell Eckhart back on the ice playing D for us.
Now puck is carried out to center ice by Carriage Club, pinching over Eckhart to chip it back forward. and Johnson battles for it there, but Carriage Club able to come up with it. Oh, and runs into Eckhart, loses a puck, and Worth will pick it up there, but he's checked off of it. Now Graham Lovin into the zone, and a nice little toe drag there, and tries to get a shot off, but it's blocked and sent back to center ice.
Good DDD pass. Werner to Werner to Eckhart.
Now he'll dump it in. Wassey there for the Spirit, looks to center it, bouncing puck in front. Now still on a stick in front.
Oh my goodness.
Was alone at the side of the
my
net,
goodness.
but it just doesn't connect. Now sent in front and deflected just wide. Beautiful opportunity there for
That
the
was why
Spirit.
you have your stick on your ice all the time, because that puck came across hot, and the person in the crease was not ready for it.
Now Werner dumps it in, and back for it the Carriage Club defenseman as he'll go cross ice with it. Hops over a stick, but makes it to the neutral zone. Taken there by number 12 for Carriage Club, one of their top scorers. Watch him as he likes to weave his way through traffic and circle, and he's doing that now along the boards. Now intercepted by the Spirit, sent back to center ice as Ripper's on the forecheck for the Spirit. They're able to dump it in, and Daniger will pick it up behind his own net. Nickel up the boards for Ripper, and now stolen by Carriage Club. Loose puck in front as they'll dump it down low on net, and Lutzke able to freeze it. We'll get a face-off.
Another little example there. We weren't doing a real good job of possessing that puck cleanly. Not doing a really good job of getting in 44's way. Even if one of us could have fallen down in front of him, it might have helped.
Yeah. Graham Lovin line back on the ice. Brushard and Johnson. Flero and Stack, defensive pairing. Face-off won by Carriage Club, back to the point, and sent in front, and a good stick there by Johnson will send it to the boards. Now back to the point, intercepted by Stack, and he'll carry it up and off the boards, finds Lovin, just hops over his stick. Graham able to keep it in momentarily, and now in a second effort, Carriage Club will send it back out. Loose puck now picked up by Carriage Club, skated into the Spirit zone down the right wing side. Centering puck in front, loose in front, and flipped out by Graham Lovin on a good back check there as he's got coverage in front of the net. And now loose puck in the neutral zone as Wassey's back on the ice. Big check by him and picks up the puck and backs it up as he'll look for an outlet. Now circling in his own zone, avoids a check. Wassey will flip it high to center ice. Bouncing puck there is taken by Carriage Club. And, careful, almost a slew foot there, but no call. Now Flero with the puck in the Spirit zone. Cross ice pass. Dangerous, picked up by Johnson, and he's got a lane down the left wing side. Andrew into the zone, dumps it in as he'll stop and go for a line change. Now Carriage Club in their own zone. Outlet pass doesn't connect, and all the way down the ice. Careful. It's on net.
Yeah. Well, that was on pipe. I don't know if that was on net.
It was close. As now the puck behind the Spirit net and played up the near boards, chipped out by Lovin, chased down by Worth. It's a battle as Wyatt has a man in front. If he can get it to him, it's Carden comes across. Now Bussin will pinch down and keep it in. Puck to the blue line. Gavin Lovin will send it towards the net. Taken there by Carriage Club and sent back out. And Zahn Warner has it there for the Spirit. Now off the boards and picked up by Carden, sends it forward to Kallenberger. He's checked but able to dump it deep. And now up the far side, held in at the point by Bussin.
Nice
Chips
job.
it down into the
Nice
corner,
job
and he'll
at the blue
continue on
line.
the play behind the net. Now he falls down, and Carriage Club able to backhand it out to center ice. And dump back in on a delayed call as the Spirit still on a delayed call. And
Too
now
many
they'll-
men on the ice is going to be the call. Nope.
It is going to be a, I think they are going to whistle the Spirit for the too many men on the ice.
Those are the kind of mental lapses that in a tight game like this can come into play, but hopefully we'll recover from this one. And
I thought maybe they were going to let that go because as soon as that player hopped over, he immediately circled back and went back to the bench.
Yeah, and it felt like he wasn't a part of the play, but the puck did go over into that area, and that tends to be a lot of times what they look at.
So for the second time in this game, the Spirit will go to the penalty kill with Brushard and Lovin on the ice to kill it for the Spirit. Now Graham has the puck, sends it back to Werner, and he'll send it forward. Finds Brushard in the center ice area, and Parker's able to dump it into the zone. Now Carriage Club will set things up behind their own net. Back they come to center ice. Now into the zone. Dangerous number 24 all the way into the Spirit zone, now up the half wall. And back to the point as they'll work it on the power play. Shot off the one-timer from the side and saved by Lutzke. Now held in at the blue line, dumped down low, stolen there by Daniger. He'll go high off the glass and out.
We have a late penalty coming. Not sure what the call is.
And this one's going to go against Carriage Club, so that'll even things up. Good break there for the Spirit.
Cross-checking was the call, so this is going to be 4-on-4 hockey for a little while.
4-on-4 for the next minute 8,
sure, yeah.
And just less than a minute power play for the Spirit after that.
So a little wide open ice here. This will be interesting to see how the kids play on this. A lot of times coming off of a penalty kill, they stay in that penalty kill mode. Like to see them get really aggressive here and play like they've got the open ice and go for the score.
Wassey and Gavin Lovin forwards for the Spirit on the ice. Now Wassey will pick it up behind the net as nobody in front. Sent back to the point. Werner has it there. His shot gets through. Oh, and late coming through was Wassey as he plows into the Carriage Club goaltender. And
we're going to watch the replay here.
Like
I'm taking a look at it.
Sent into him.
Yes, and absolutely, Wassey was sent into the goalie by a Carriage Club player. So hit from behind. Probably should have been a call on Carriage Club.
Now face off in the Carriage Club zone. And one back to Daniger. Winds up for a shot, and it goes just wide.
Just wide. That had some opening, too.
Held in at the far post, or far point by Werner, but he can't get it deep. And sent back out by Carriage Club. Back they come into the Spirit zone. And skates it in front. Look out here. And a shot and a goal. Number 24, their leading scorer, able to skate it down the left wing side. Works it in front and beats Lutzke for the game's first goal. It's now 1-0 Carriage Club. It's an even strength goal as the teams were 4-on-4. And you can see that dangerous play developing there.
Yeah, everyone that tried to go up and do that guy was just a little bit behind. Good puck handler, major squeak out. Looked like Lutzke was, paying attention to the near post, and then had to slide over and just got it over him.
Yeah, we need
to break this ice on scoring sometime, so might as well do it now. Now let's get one back, and
so we remain 4-on-4 here. Now puck dumped in. Stack has it for the Spirit as he'll come up the near boards with it for Johnson. And now Andrew will skate it to center ice, stolen there by Carriage Club as they'll dump it back in. Eckhart there for the Spirit, sends it up the boards for Johnson, and now for Graham Lovin. He's able to backhand it out. Taken there by Carriage Club at their own blue line and dumped in. That should go for an icing. I guess we're back on a penalty kill now for Carriage Club, so a brief power play here for the Spirit. Cross-ice pass and intercepted there by Carriage Club.
We're on a power play.
Low.
We're not doing a great job of possessing the puck or acting like we're on a power play here, so kids need to get themselves settled, get the puck, get it into their zone.
Outlet pass there just out of the reach of Johnson. Now Spirit on it once again. They'll dump it in late in this power play with 23 seconds to go. Wassey will fight for the puck along the near wall, sent to the point and dumped out once again. So that will effectively do it on the power play.
They called that icing. She had her hand up. The ref did. Okay.
Now Spirit break it in. Gavin Lovin can't send it in front and sent back out by Carriage Club. Now back to even strength as Stack will step over and pick up a puck. Now behind his net, fights off a check and sends it to the blue line, held in, and dumped back down low. Eckhart's there for the Spirit behind his own net, and he'll just wrist it out, and that will go for an icing, as we will get a face-off back in the Spirit zone. 7:06 to go in this second period.
Not that you like a drop in front of your own goalie, but we maybe needed a little stop and play there, get ourselves collected. We were starting to bounce around a little bit, feel like we needed to hit a home run, as it often happens after you give up a goal. We feel like you got to get it back right away. So kids need to settle down, play their game, and get a shot on goal here.
Back 5-on-5 here, as Major Carden will take the draw.
So I don't know how it compares to the official stats by Scott Lutzke, but the Carriage Club is out shooting the Spirit by a factor of 17-6.
What's the official total, you said?
I didn't see it. I didn't
And
hear
now
what
we're
he
going to
said.
get another call. Interference is going to be the call as Kallenberger was taken down.
Official shots on goal by Scott Lutzke, 4 for the Spirit and 14 for Carriage Club. That's not the kind of ratio you want.
No. And some opportunities with the Spirit, with some point-blank opportunities where they were unable to get a shot off.
So we are on a power play once again.
Good opportunity here for the Spirit to even things up here as the Wassey Worth Lovin line will start this power play. Daniger and Werner on defense. Puck went back for Werner. He sends it up for Wassey and skates it into the zone. Now sends it over for Worth. His shot sails just wide. Still on the puck, Worth, as he'll now lose it to Carriage Club and sent down. Good scoring opportunity there. Once again, a good scoring opportunity, but not a shot on goal. Now below the net, the Spirit will set things up. Daniger, headman pass, goes off the stick of Worth, but it gets deep into the Carriage Club zone. Now Wassey tries to pick it up and can't do so. Wristed back out by Carriage Club. They'll send it all the way down the ice.
Again, another
Lutzke will
example of
settle
us
it
trying
there.
to hit for a home run pass. Just need to work the puck up the ice methodically and get into position and play our offense.
Now-
Kids are trying for those 75-foot passes, and we're not regaining possession.
Now Parker Brushard on the ice for the Spirit. Graham Lovin there as well. Wristed around and held in by Daniger. Good job there. And a shot from the point, blockered away and sent back out. And a check there by Daniger takes his man off the puck. And Spirit will pick it up there. Wristed around the boards. Graham Lovin has it for the Spirit, bounces it out to center ice as Brushard able to push it forward, but the Carriage Club defenseman beats him to the puck and sends it back out. Now back into the Spirit zone. Werner has it, and his pass forward doesn't connect with Brushard, and icing is the call.
Again, a lot of attempts at these long 150-foot passes, trying to hit a home run. We've just got to work the puck down the ice. We don't need a home run right now. We need to play hockey and get shots on goal, which is something that we're not able to do. Carriage Club has outshot us by 10 goals, and we're down by 1. So this isn't the time to try to swing for the fences. It's the time to play hockey.
Now off the draw, puck sent on net by Carriage Club, and immediately another face-off.
Dangerous little bounce there. Puck went left over to, looked like Bussin. Bussin bounced it right back, and unfortunately went right back to a blue shirt. Not a good shot, but definitely something trickling in.
Now off the draw, puck along the half board, sent below the Spirit net. Bussin's there as he tries to settle it, bouncing puck. Now along the far wall, Carden will pick it up, and he'll skate it up, and now Bussin has it, sends it forward out of the reach of Gage Robb, taken there by Carriage Club, and back to even strength as Carden picks up a puck at the blue line, skates it down the left wing side. Oh, and he had Gage Robb breaking in front, but can't get it to him. Now back comes Carriage Club down the right wing side, and shot sails wide to the blue line and out. Now picked up by Carriage Club as they'll send it forward to the Spirit blue line, sent in front, but nobody home there, and Bussin will send it to the blue line to Wassey. And now he'll send it back out. Bouncing puck seems like a lot here lately,
It
Kelly.
sure does, but again, we haven't been real good at being a good possession team anyway, so I'm not going to blame it on this bouncing puck.
Now clearing pass by Bussin sails over the glass here at Silverstein Eye Care Center's arena. No penalty for delay of game at this level, so just a stoppage and a face-off to the right of Zane Lutzke. 4:01 to go in this second period. 1-0 lead. Carriage Club on top. And Wassey on the draw. Wins it back for Eckhart. Brings it around the boards for Worth. And Wyatt's able to backhand it forward. Oh, just out of the reach of Wassey. Or they may have had a 2-on-1. Now loose puck is picked up by Gavin Lovin. He'll dump it forward. Chased down by Worth, but just can't quite catch up to it. Run around the boards. Eckhart will drop over, but fans on the dump in, and now dumped in on a delayed call as the Spirit will tag up. Carriage Club has the puck there as they'll skate it forward to the blue line, and now center ice. Player taken down, and Spirit going to take another penalty here. Delayed call coming up as Daniger touches up, and we will get a tripping call, I believe, and it's going to go against the Spirit.
So penalties could certainly come into play here if we start racking up enough penalty minutes and we're playing shorthanded.
Andrew Johnson is the guilty party.
I think that was, a little bit of a batting around for the puck and caught his stick in the.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, still a penalty.
Unfortunate play there. So face-off will be just outside the Carriage Club zone.
You know, this would be a great time for one of the Springfield Spirits' typical shorty goals.
They've
I'd welcome
definitely
that.
had their flashes of that this year,
Yes,
certainly.
yeah.
Now, Carriage Club with the puck as they'll break it out into center ice and skate it into the Spirit zone. Brushard intercepts it there for the Spirit and dumps it back down. Brushard on the ice with Graham Lovin killing this penalty. Now a cross-ice pass for Carriage Club as they'll send it forward and skate it into the Spirit zone down the right wing side. And now in the corner, player will stop, circle, tries to get in front. Loose puck, and a good job there by Flair to check the Carriage Club player to the ice and rings it around the boards but held in. Now in the corner, the loose puck picked up by Carriage Club. And a couple of Spirit players battling for it with him. Sent to the point, now cross ice down low. Sent in front, loose puck in front. Oh, it's cleared out by Zon Warner as the puck lay dangerously in the crease. Now still loose and a shot. It's loose and finally covered by Lutzke on a scramble there. And
I think we should
great
check
job.
with Scott Lutzke on this one. You going to give your son a shot on goal and stop him on that one, Scott? Just one?
Loose puck there. Give Zon Warner a shot save there.
Yes, absolutely. That was a risky little setup or a sequence of bounces there. Coach BJ has definitely shortened the bench here on this penalty kill and in this period.
Now puck sent out with 53 seconds to go in the penalty to Johnson.
Pressure by Wassey.
Wassey and Lovin, Gavin Lovin now on the ice. Back to center ice and checked down by Wassey. Oh, he's going to call a penalty on that. Ticky-tack call on that. Spirit already down by one, and they're going to send Wassey to the penalty box.
We're about to see it on our replay here.
As he just puts a shoulder into the man.
Yeah.
I don't understand
Not
that
real
call at
sure.
all.
Well,
Nevertheless, it's a two-man advantage for the Carriage Club team.
got a timeout
And boy,
here.
that's not the kind of thing you want to see in a championship game.
The Carriage Club calls a timeout.
Very questionable call.
Well, whether the guy sold the call by the fall or whether Wassey was coming in from behind, Wassey came up from behind to pick the pocket, trying to lift the stick, get his hands up under the other guy's hands.
What was the official call? Did you see was it
What
hooking?
was it? Hooking? So if you're, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but if you see that, if he gets up under the guy's things and lifts and is coming from behind, I think it was a little bit of a weak call. But on the other hand, what are you looking for in a hook? You're looking for getting up under the arms in front of the body with the stick. And so I'm just saying that it's one of those things that we don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot by our play.
So two-man advantage for the next 41 seconds. One of our best penalty killers in the box, Wassey. And it'll be Gavin Lovin, the lone forward on the ice for the Spirit, with Stack and Daniger on your defensive pairing.
A little bit of strategy here. It almost makes you wonder for, for the next, what would our minutes be here? 40 seconds. It wouldn't be a bad idea to actually lengthen the bench here and give some of the fresh legs a chance to kill this.
Yeah.
With the odds being what they are, this would be a really good chance instead of riding these horses.
Now shot and a goal. Shot came from the left side, and traffic in front gets through, beats Lutzke, and the Carriage Club able to strike early in that power play. Now it's a one-man advantage. Just that came with the two-man advantage. The Spirit still have a minute 45 to kill on the second penalty to Wassey.
Really just boiled down to a really good screen right in front of Zane Lutzke by Carriage Club. Big body right in front of his eyes. Shot from up above the dot that he just never saw coming.
So unfortunate for the Spirit there. They get a man back. It's now a 5-on-4 advantage with Lovin and Johnson to kill it, with Stack and Daniger on the ice on defense. Now puck trickles in on goal.
He's assisted by number 44, Jackson Zwellenberg, and by number 24.
Number 12, Cohen on the goal for Carriage Club.
13-16 in the second period.
And a face-off upcoming in the Carriage Club zone.
Good opportunity right here for the Spirit to get a shot. If we
Lovin.
win this shot, or win this drop, we could maybe put one on net here.
Now Lovin wins it to himself and unable to get a shot off, as he was almost able to do just that, Kelly. Now a good back
There you
check
go,
by
Andrew.
to get a stick on it. Cross-ice pass goes off a skate, but right to the Carriage Club player. He'll skate it into the zone and drops it to the point. Now right back for him along the half wall. Carriage Club setting things up in the Spirit zone on the power play. Now off the near boards. And puck hops off over a stick. Fortunate break for the Spirit, as Carriage Club will have to regroup.
Offsides. They're
Now
offsides.
Johnson will pick it up and dump it down the ice. 1 minute to go in the second period, just a second or two more than that on the penalty to Wassey, as back into the zone. And now
I think
we're going
we've
to
got
get a
an
call
interference on
as
Carriage Club.
Spirit player was taken down. A late call there. I wasn't sure he was going to call it.
Which, to be quite honest, looked like our player just basically skated backwards into him. I don't know that I would have actually called that. Here's our replay here. Yeah, that
Good break for the Spirit.
that is definitely a break for the Spirit, because looks like number 65, Major Carden, basically skating backwards, just skated into the Carriage Club player, and the Carriage Club player wasn't even facing him. And so, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So maybe
I mean,
we had
this
one
is,
coming, a makeup call. Now they're talking things over at the Carriage Club bench. Not sure what this is all about.
Yeah, unless they're talking about exactly what we just said. Wait, they're not replaying our broadcast over there on the bench, are we? Maybe we should. That's true. There you go. As Scott, the rule man, Lutzke points out that using an electronic device on the bench would be a penalty. Would that be a bench minor? There you go. So someone hand them a phone and.
So we're set for action now with 4-on-4 action now for the remainder of this period. Puck off the draw, won by Carriage Club. Good stick there by Werner as Spirit able to dump it back out. Taken there by Carriage Club, and cross ice pass, and taken by Carriage Club, skated into the Spirit zone. Down the left wing boards, still loose, and fought for by number 12 for Carriage Club, and still on the puck, centers in front, but out of the reach of 44, who had dropped down for a pass, doesn't connect. Now in the far corner, 4-on-4 hockey here. Carriage Club with the puck as they look to center it. Now back to the point, slap shot, and it's blocked in front, dangerous. Now loose puck picked up by Stack, and there was a whistle there right at the end. I'm not sure if that was for the end of the period or if we're going to get another call.
Yeah, it was weird because the whistle came in just a second before the buzzer, so I'm not sure what that was.
So two periods in the books here from Independence. Spirit on the losing end of this one, 2-0 after 2, and a uphill battle in this third period, but certainly not without. It's not out of reach by any stretch.
No, I don't think so. We're getting clean shots on goal, not enough of them. We're being outshot, according to the board, 22-8, but according to Scott, 18-5. Definitely got to turn that around. We've had a lot of shots; they just haven't necessarily been on goal. So I think that that stat doesn't necessarily reflect the effort and the opportunities that our boys have had. Thank you, Scott. But you know, we've hurt ourselves a little bit with some of our penalties, and we've gotten some questionable calls made against us by the refs in some of these. But we've got another period of hockey to go with a clean sheet of ice, and this isn't insurmountable.
1 second remaining on the penalty to Wassy, and the Spirit will have a power play for just over a minute, and a good opportunity to get an early one here if they can convert on that power play. So good opportunity at the beginning of this period. We'll take a break as they resurface the ice here and be back for third period action in just a bit. Big check there by Kallenberger. Now puck taken by Carriage Club as they'll carry it back out to center ice into the Spirit zone around the defense, and a shot and a save by Lutzke. A stolen puck by Lovin. He'll go down. He's got a man in breaking front. He gets it over to Johnson. In on goal. A shot. It's off the goalpost. And a save, and the rebound is covered by the Carriage Club player, able to break it out in the Spirit zone. And a big check there by Brushard as he's the one that goes down. Puck now picked up by Carriage Club, skated into the Spirit zone down the right wing side. Centering puck in front, loose in front, and flipped out by Graham Lovin. Back they come into the Spirit zone. And skates it in front, look out here, and a shot, and a goal. Number 24 there. Spirit going to take another penalty here. Delayed call coming up as Daniger touches up, and we will get a tripping call, I believe. Oh, it's cleared out by Zon Werner as the puck laid dangerously in the crease. Now still loose, and a shot. It's loose and finally covered by Lutzke on a scramble there. And
I think seconds, it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually lengthen the bench here and give some of the fresh legs a chance to kill this. Yeah. With the odds being what they are, this would be a really good chance instead of riding these horses.
Now a shot and a goal. All right, welcome back to the Silverstein Ice Center's arena. We are set for third period action here. Both teams back on the ice. We've got a fresh sheet of ice. And the Spirit find themselves in a hole here after two, down 2-0. The good news is in 1 second they will get Captain Jason Wassey back and an opportunity to go to work on the power play for a minute 12 to start this third period. And we'll have Lovin and Worth on the ice to start this off. And again, Wassey will hop out immediately to complete their forward line. And now underway as Stack has the puck behind his net, and he'll send it up the boards for Worth. Now cross-ice pass is into a skate of a Carriage Club player, dump back in, and Zahn Werner will set things up behind the net. Drops it off for Wassey. He'll skate it up the right wing side. And now round a check in the zone. Wassey and fans on a shot. Picks it up behind the net. Centers in front. Oh, and it's in the skates of Werner. His shot sails wide. And now below the net and sent up the boards. Great opportunity there for the Spirit, but the pass was just a little bit off. Now a player taken down, no call.
Looked like Sam Stack and him were just skating along next to each other. And
puck to the blue line, held in, and Wyatt Worth will pick it up along the far wall. Skates at the center ice, can't go around a man, and now picked up by Wassey as he'll skate it into the zone. His shot is stick to the corner by the Carriage Club goaltender. Rung around the boards and to the blue line now. Brushard's there, puts it on net, and a blocker save, it's loose in front. And smothered by the Carriage Club goaltender. On a dangerous opportunity there, the Spirit able to get it through on net, and a blocker save. The rebound was loose for a while.
Yeah, really nice snap, fast shot by Parker Bashir up at the top of the circle. He's got a great shot like that.
Now face off in the Carriage Club zone, won by Lovin to the point, and shot is deflected wide. Now even strength as Carriage Club gets their player back and skates it into the Spirit zone, and still on the puck, centered in front, and a shot and a pad save. Now along the far boards, picked up by the Spirit. They're unable to clear it out, held in at the blue line momentarily. Now out of the zone it comes as Daniger will pick it up and sends it forward, but it's out of the reach of Brushard. Into the corner, wristed it up to the blue line, held in by Campbell Eckhart. His shot is blocked at the defense to the far boards, and now back to the point. Daniger will walk the line a bit, sends it on net, but it's wide. And bouncing puck is slapped out of there by Carriage Club. Hustling after it, and Eckhart's got to hustle. Now shot from the side, off the side of the net. Body's flying behind the net now. And Daniger able to pick it up as he'll skate it forward. Headman pass. It's out of the reach of Parker Brushard. Now loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up by Carriage Club. Number 12, look out, he's dangerous. Down the left wing side, circles, looks to center it, and blocked away to the blue line, not out. Held in along the half wall as it's worked along the blue line, dumped over to the left side.
Kurt, we're not on a penalty kill here, are we?
And it sure looks like it at this point as Carriage Club dictating the play. Now behind the net, nifty move there by Wassey to free himself, and he'll skate the puck up and out. But pass goes off the boards, doesn't connect. Spirit are able to complete a line change, but back comes Carriage Club. Look out, and a shot and a save by Lutzke. And rebound sent out and right back in by Carriage Club. Graham Lovin will pick it up there, sends it off the boards to his brother Gavin. He can't settle it. Now Worth will pick it up. Headman pass for Graham. He's got Gavin in front. Skates in, shot, hits the defenseman's leg. Now to the corner, still working at Graham, tries to center in front, can't do so. And now sent to the blue line, carried up and out by Carriage Club as Flair able to slap it back into the Carriage Club zone, taken there by the Carriage Club player. He'll skid it to center ice and dumps it towards the net. Bussin has it there as he'll go behind his own net, stops, sends it over to his defensive partner Flero. And now he'll go high, up and out, but it hits the Spirit bench, and we'll get a stoppage for that. 11-11 to go in the third period. Spirit still down by 2 in this championship game. Winner, this one, claims the Mid-America High School Hockey League Varsity Championship. Of course, the Spirit are defending champions of that title and hoping to make it back-to-back, but they're got some work to do if they're going to do that, as it's now 2-0. Now loose puck in front, and a shot sails high over the net. Now in the corner, chased down by number 44. It's dangerous, circles in front, and his backhander sails wide. Now rung along the near boards and dumped back down low as Warner will step over for it and sends it up to Ripper. and he can't backhand it out. Held in by Carriage Club. Skated down low, player taken down, but no call. And now Andrew Johnson able to poke it to the blue line and out. Chased down by Ripper, and no icing. Ripper's there first for the Spirit, tries to center it, and that one's blocked away. Puck now bouncing loose as Warner will send it to the boards, and picked up by Graham Lovin, and now back for Stack as he'll dump it in. And below the net, it's pushed up the near boards. Bouncing puck is loose to the blue line, held in by Kallenberger now. He'll dump it down low. And drops down for the Spirit. Held it at the point. Warner skates it up, and his pass down low is blocked out. And back comes Carriage Club, but Zahn hustling back, able to pick it up and regain possession for the Spirit. Now he'll send it over for Kallenberger. His pass doesn't connect, hits a skate, and it's dumped out by Carriage Club and right back in by the Spirit as they'll tag up and re-enter the zone. Now chipped out of there by Carriage Club as it's picked up by Gavin Lovin. Gavin into the zone, still on the puck, tries to get over for Wassey, but he can't corral it, and back comes Carriage Club as the player goes down, but I think that was trying to sell a call on that one. Now Flair
Nice
with
and
the puck.
slippery, Kurt.
Yeah. Flair will dump it in the corner and decides to peel off instead of chasing it down. Worth there for the Spirit, so he'll send it below the net. Now loose puck is chipped forward by Lovin, and Graham Lovin will send over and send it in front now to the blue line, and able to be chipped out by Carriage Club as the Spirit want to go for a line change now. And puck sent forward, taken by Daniger, as he'll send it up the boards. Now headman pass doesn't connect with Parker Brushard. Body's flying in front, loose puck. Warner cross-ice pass for Daniger. He's got one man to beat and unable to get around him. Still on the puck, able to send it in front. Now loose puck picked up by Carriage Club, and outlet pass intercepted almost by the Spirit, but back come Carriage Club, dangerous into the zone. Now to the near board, sent below the net, and puck in the corner as they'll look to center it, stolen by the Spirit. Johnson backhands it to the blue line, but held in, just held in. And Daniger has it for the Spirit behind the net.
A couple of dangerous hand catches there. That
Now outlet pass just out of reach of the Spirit player, and it goes all the way down for an icing. Time becoming a factor now as there's under 8 minutes to go, 7:51. Spirit still need a couple goals to have a chance. Line change here as Graham Lovin on the ice with Kallenberger and Carden back to the point, and the shot is deflected. Now along the half wall, dumped down low behind the Spirit net. Flair will drop down to put a body on. Now centered in front, but Major Carden's right there for the Spirit. He's able to chip it out. And now loose puck in the neutral zone is dumped in by Stack into the far corner. Hustling after it is Carden, puts a check on, and the Carriage Club player able to avoid that and skate it out. Back they come into the Spirit zone, centering pass in front, and it's chipped away by Stack. Back come the Spirit. Oh, and a pass off the glass there, and they're able to dump it down low. Kallenberger tries to intercept it in the sideboard, and just unable to do so. Carriage Club able to break it out. Stolen there by the Spirit and dumped back in, and another line change upcoming. Below the net, Wassey's there for the Spirit, tries to push it in front. And now pinching down low, Warner is able to intercept the puck, and he'll skate it behind the net. Zahn looks to center it. He's got a man in front, and Gavin Lovin's there. Oh, and it's checked away from him at the last second. Still on the puck, centers in front. Sends it in front by Warner, but blocked away. Now Wassey will go back to the point. Zahn kicks it forward, and intercepted there by Carriage Club. They'll gain the red line and dump it in. Settled there by Lutzke behind his own net, and Campbell Eckhart goes up the boards, but held in by Carriage Club Now puck in the corner.
We easily could have got a checking from behind on that one.
Now along the
Got
half
lucky.
wall. Lovin able to chip it off the boards and out. And a loose puck in the neutral zone is picked up by the Spirit. Graham Lovin will skate it in front and checked off the puck. Now loose puck and we get a whistle. Looks like it's going to be offside.
Yeah,
call.
it looked like coming out of the zone, Worth just managed to catch it just as it went inside the zone. Kind of a bang-bang thing. No big deal. We probably could have used the whistle stop to settle down anyway.
5:52 to go here now in this third period. Lovin, Brushard, Johnson line on the ice. Bussin and Daniger defensive pairing. Fans getting into this one as there's some repairs being made on the Spirit end of the ice, looks like. Referee down there working on the ice just to the right of the Spirit goal, and he's asking for a puck, I think, to repair the ice surface. So good
Well, we had
opportunity here to catch our breath for the Spirit.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of a momentum rise with the crowd cheering and stuff that was just
All for naught.
absolutely killed by the referees. So,
Which is good because it was the Carriage
Yeah,
Club
right.
coach that was asking for that
Yep.
rah-rah moment. 5:52 to go in this one. And Spirit talking things over at their bench. And as you said, Kelly, I think on both sides in this third period there have been some calls that might have been called, but referees kind of swallowing their whistles a bit and letting the players settle it on the ice.
Yeah, I think you're right. It'd be nice if that's what we could do. Like, see, we got 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in this game. Spirit needs a couple of goals. First, we need our first one, and we'll move from there.
Now back underway as puck in the zone, stolen by the Spirit. Johnson, and he can't get a shot on. Now sends it in front, a loose puck, and taken there by Carriage Club as they're able to skate it back out down the left wing side, around the defense, and in on goal, and a shot from the backhand is wide. Now puck along the near wall. Bussin will drop over to pick it up, and off the boards to the blue line, not out. And stick there by Lutzke. Daniger has it. Cross-ice pass, and the Spirit able to break it out. Back to center ice. Cross-ice pass for Brusher down the left wing side. Works it into the corner, and takes a man down, no call, and once again, now puck in the far corner, chipped up to the blue line, and able to be skated out by Carriage Club. Back they come, shot. Sails high and wide. Puck on the far boards now. Checked there by Daniger and dumped down low by the Carriage Club team.
Carriage
Well
Club
set.
here just perfectly willing to bounce this puck around and kill time. The clock is definitely on their side.
Now headman pass by Werner, hops over a stick, but the Spirit able to catch up to it. Gavin Lovin will drop it off for Brushard, and he sends it on net, and a rebound in front, shoots, they score! Wassey's there to bang it home, and the Spirit have life. Great job there by the Spirit to put it on net. Rebound sent over to Wassey, open net, and he bangs it home, and all of a sudden it's 2-1. 4:31 to go in the third period. And hold on now, folks.
That's the icebreaker that we kind of needed. Great little drop pass back to Burchard for him to set up and be able to send that puck in, and then a good little rebound pickup, send it across the ice and buried. Who got the goal?
It was Wassey who banged it home in front. We'll wait for the official call, but now plenty of time still for the Spirit to keep working. Now only trailing by one off the draw. Gavin Lovin with the assist.
If we were going if we were going 2 assists in, that one would have been brochured with the
Absolutely,
with the initial
from the
shot.
point. Now Wassey steps to the face-off dot in the Carriage Club zone and sent to the boards by Carriage Club. They'll dump it behind the net, and Worth's going to be there first for the Spirit. Tracks it down, tries to send it in front, and saved by the goaltender.
Wisely covered, had several Spirit players.
We'll get another face-off, this time to the left of the Carriage Club goaltender. Wassey set to take it once again with Carden and Worth on the ice for this offensive pairing, offensive line combination.
I wasn't here for the first couple games, Kurt, but it seems like this Wassey-Carden-Worth line is has put some good things together in front of the net here. So.
Little different wrinkle here. Now shot off to a face-off on net. Heads up play there.
Great job by Wyatt Worth.
Heads up save by the Carriage Club goaltender. As that one was coming at him with some pace.
Wassey got kicked out and Wyatt sent in to take the snap.
Now off the draw, loose puck is to the blue line. Stack holds it in and dumps it down low below the net. Now right back to him, and Stack will dump it down low once again. Pitching in, tries to center in front and deflected wide. Now Wassey for the Spirit. Back to the point as Warner sends it across and chased down by Worth. Wyatt to the point now and just out of the zone. Back come Carriage Club down the right side. The shot sails wide, dangerous opportunity there. And now in the far corner, Wassey sends it up, taken there by Zahn Warner. Spirit come with numbers, 2-on-1 if they hurry. You got Carden in front, over for Major, shoots. The rebound's loose, in front, still in front. They can't bang it home. What an opportunity, now a shot. Now we're gonna get a penalty coming against Carriage Club. Delayed call coming.
Gets on out of the net, gets
now
on
a
out
shot
of the
from
net.
the side. And finally, Carriage Club touches up. What an opportunity for the Spirit as Major Carden found the puck in front. Just unable to get it home, but a power play opportunity for the Spirit.
Had the initial shot off the pass from the corner and then had the chance at a rebound.
Holy cow.
Not sure what the penalty was, but it happened during the, it's a tripping. Just saw it happen right in front of the net here.
So we'll see if we want to, the Spirit I think have already used their timeout, so unless Carriage Club wants to call a timeout, the Spirit are out of timeouts. 5-on-4 power play, 3:14 to go in the third period, and off the draw, puck loose in front, taken by Carriage Club. They'll send it out, almost held in by Daniger. He'll chase it down and circle at his own blue line. Now headman pass to Johnson. Andrew down the right wing side, skates behind the net, centers in front, and stolen there by Carriage Club, backhanded out.
We got plenty of time here. The boys need to settle this down and run their power play offense. We do not need a home run here. We need to use all this penalty kill to get a goal. Or I'm sorry, use all this power play to get a goal and set up for a good shot. This doesn't have to be an individual effort.
Now Lovin skates down the right side, able to break in and get a shot off. And a save there by the Carriage Club goaltender. We'll have a face-off in the Carriage Club zone as Wassey, Carden, Worth right back on the ice after a solid effort and almost scored on that last rush. And Stack and Warner defensive pairing.
Looks like we've got some mistake about who's supposed to be on the ice for Carriage Club. Maybe they tried to do a late substitution and the ref denied that.
Now Wassey skates to the face-off dot, wins it back for Zahn Warner. Zahn winds it up, his shot's deflected.
A little
behind
high.
the net. Now Worth puts it on net, shot and save. Heads up
Nice
right there by
little
White. Now he's
snapshot there.
fresh in scores! We're tied!
There's the tie.
Jason Wassey ties it from the right side. A power play goal with 2:25 to go.
Tie game here with just a couple minutes left to play. The puck goes back over to the left side near wall. Get a shot, a great shot by Wyatt Worth. Major corner out to Wassey. Wassey puts it in from the dot to tie the game.
What a game. What a championship game, and what an effort here by the Spirit. Down by 2 late in this third period. 2 goals to tie it. 2:25 to go on the clock, and it's a brand new hockey game now. as the Spirit have tied it.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I really think that initial shot from Wyatt over here on the near wall was such a surprise to that goalie because Wyatt was not set up for a shot. He was aimed the entire other way, and he just turned and slung that puck hot into the goalie, and I think that was really rattled him, and he never got back into position.
I think you're absolutely right, Kelly. Now, back even here as there's just over 2 minutes to go in the third period. Puck centered in front by Carriage Club, and able to be sticked out of there by the Spirit. Hustling after it is Gavin Lovin, and the Carriage Club player able to fight him off. Now bouncing puck settled by the Spirit, sent to the side of the net, and a shot, and a good save there by Carriage Club. Now Spirit dangerous once again as Gavin Lovin has the puck behind him, looks for it, tries to center in front. Now back to the point, Stack. He'll send it down low, and gloved by the Carriage Club goaltender. Hangs on for a whistle now with 1:45 to go in the third period. 2-2 game. And my heartbeat is now about 40 faster than it was 2 minutes ago.
So the shots on goal have definitely gone up for the Spirit. They have on the scoreboard 25-21 in favor of Carriage Club. Scott Lutzke's got us 19-23. Main thing is we're getting shots on goal and good things are happening.
Now off the draw, puck behind the net, rung around the boards, chased down by Worth, sends it back to the point, bouncing puck is sent back down low, below the net. Wassey will chip over to get it, sends it in front, and stolen away there by Carriage Club, up the far boards and out. That one will go all the way down the ice, and icing indicated. We get the stoppage, and a face-off coming back in the Carriage Club zone. And no personnel changes for either team, with Wassey, Lovin, Worth on the ice for the Spirit, Flero and Daniger on the blue line. Now off the draw as both players are tossed out. And actually,
okay,
that's
we've
Carton.
had some scoring shots off of this one. Worth does a good job in here.
It's actually Carton on the ice for the Spirit. He gets a shot off,
shot.
rebound in front. And a save, and we'll get another whistle. I said it was Lovin, but it's actually Carton on the ice on that line, which is they've switched that up in this third period.
Don't know exactly what happened there behind the net, but Wyatt Worth giving it the old, hey, that's my bad, behind the net. Apparently there was a little bit of a fracas there, but good job from Major Carton to swing back, get that shot. Then Wyatt Worth with a back, and it looks like he's got a little stick on the goalie, but all's well that ends well. Stack keeps it in, big hit.
Now play sent into the Spirit zone, loose puck, hustling back for it is Gavin Love, and he's able to push it to the corner. Still dangerous as the puck off the half wall, sent in front, and a shot, and a save by Lutzke. Now Gavin Lovin pushes it to the blue line, held in by Carriage Club. Shot sails wide. Last minute of this third period, Stack will jam away at it, tries to send it up the boards, held in by Carriage Club. Now dangerous behind the net, and skated up the far wall, back to the point. Slap shot fanned on, and steered to the corner by the Spirit. Now they'll try to send it in front, but intercepted there by the Spirit, and
Cannot
now
get this
chip to the
puck
blue line.
out.
One man to beat. Wassey's got one man to beat down the right wing side. He's got a trailer in front, and a shot sails wide. Now Stack holds it in at the blue line, and after it is Andrew Johnson circling the defenseman in the corner, intercepted by the Spirit. Shot on net and scooped up by the Carriage Club goaltender. And another face-off coming up in the Carriage Club zone. 18.5 to go in the
Breakdown of the break rate. Wassey up the right side.
third period.
Really hard shot, but we did have a trailer going in there that might have been a good chance for a pass, but really great opportunity there
Yes, it was.
to put some icing on this
Yes, it
cake.
was. And now it is timeout Spirit. So I thought they had used their timeout already, but they just announced timeout Spirit. So apparently they did still have their timeout available.
So what I'd really like to see is I think both teams ought to pull their goalies. Last 18 seconds.
Let's just get this over with, huh? Spirit already having played one overtime game in this playoff yesterday. We're victorious 3-2 over the Oklahoma City Oil Kings. And we are 18.5 seconds away from overtime once again, and this time with the championship trophy on the line, but still a key face-off coming up in the Carriage Club zone. Hopefully the Spirit can win it and work it for a shot. Still talking things over at the benches. Once again, if you're just joining us, the Spirit trailed 2-0 midway through this third period. 2 goals in the third period to tie it, and that's where we are right now. As we'll get a look at the line combination here.
Stack and Daniger at D.
Now Zahn Warner moves up to take the draw. Interesting formation here, as Zahn able to work it back to the point. Daniger winds up for a shot, sails wide, loose puck in front, and bounces away from the Spirit. Now out of the zone, Daniger will pick it up and circle back behind his own net. He's got a man on, stops to avoid him. Now one last effort for the Spirit, but the outlet pass hits a man. That's going to do it. It'll take overtime to settle this one. What a game. And
well, I'm only contracted for 3 periods, Kurt,
yeah,
so you're on your own.
We're just going to have to hand it over here. I'm gonna
go hyperventilate in the hallway.
I'm going to say I have to find a paper bag maybe and do some breathing.
Dayton, I'm going to need you to fill in. I'm done. I'm only good for 3. I'm only good for 3 periods.
What a game. Win or lose, what an effort by the Spirit to come back being down. And
both teams have played really well. Both teams have played like it's a championship game, like they want it. Little lackadaisical play in the first period. A lot of slow feet, but apparently everybody's into it now. Coach Norman has definitely shortened his bench. Now we're going to see how that plays out in the overtime, because this is where fatigue can become an issue. And if I'm not mistaken, Dayton, our overtime here is sudden death until someone scores, regardless of how long that takes. There is no shootout in Marshall championship play. We play until someone scores a goal. Or the teams die.
so minute 50 countdown, the intermission period. So we've got another minute 50 or thereabouts as they continue to meet at the benches. And yeah,
so we are, hey, Dayton. So here we are basically in the intermission before overtime, and the teams are getting a brief 3-minute rest between the end of regulation and the beginning of the overtime period. As we were saying, it'll be a 15-minute sudden death overtime period. Exact same setup that we played last night. The Spirit came out victorious on that one. When did we score that game winner? About 7 minutes in?
It was
4 minutes left
good 10
in
minutes,
period, so
11 minutes into that overtime period.
So a little bit of bonus hockey here. The season's winding down. We didn't want to stop playing, so we just kept adding periods on.
Now 45 seconds to go in the intermission here between the third period and overtime.
And, really good crowd here on hand. Both Springfield Spirit and Carriage Club fans. This is an exciting game for both teams. I can only imagine the seniors out on the ice. Do you think they know this might be their last game?
Absolutely.
Or do you think that they are just so focused on the game that they're not thinking about it?
I think they know what's at stake here. They want to go out as 2-time defending champions, absolutely. And hopefully we can get this done. Wassey, Worth, and is Lovin on the right side. Starting things out, Stack and Warner on defense. And here we go, folks. Overtime hockey here for a championship. Puck is played back by the Carriage Club team, but almost intercepted. And now into the zone. It is intercepted by Wassey. On the right wing side, shot. and hits the side of the net, and goaltender takes the net off, just off the post.
You know, that right there, that whole series of
Hustle
play
right there.
Another great example of the tenacity of Captain Jason Wassey. From the second that puck dropped, he never gave up on it until he won that puck and got his shot off. He's played like that his entire career and this entire season.
One of those seniors you talk about. Now he wins it back to Warner, but he kicks it to the blue line and has to retreat. Now Zahn goes off the boards, but it's right to a Carriage Club player. He's got to wait for his man to get back onside. And it is an offside call as the puck was dumped in. So we'll get another stoppage here. This time the face-off coming up just outside the Spirit zone.
It wouldn't
This
bother
line
me
will
at
stay on
all
the
if
ice.
Zane Lutzke didn't have to stop a single shot in this overtime.
That would be,
you know,
that would be
I
awesome.
want to be selfish. I want him to be a part of the team, but if he doesn't have to do anything, I'd be okay with that.
Now off the draw, one back for Warner, a cross-ice pass for Worth, and he'll skate it forward to the blue line, into the zone, but chipped out by a Carriage Club. Back they come to center ice as they'll chip it into the Spirit zone. Now along the near wall, it's back to the point, and the shot's blocked. Wassey tries to catch up to it, and unable to do so, but held in by the Spirit, dumped down low for Wassey. He's got a man in front, sent in front, and a loose puck is intercepted. Now held in by Stack. He'll
Saw
skate
exactly
it to the
what
boards.
Jason was looking for. He had two trailers. That's a great centering pass.
Now Stack tries to send it in front, but that hits a skate and dumped back out by Carriage Club. Warner back to pick it up for the Spirit.
Probably should have
And-
been an icing call, as Scott Lutzke's pointing out.
Outlet pass, hops away from Andrew Johnson to the blue line now and dump back out. Daniger has it there for the Spirit, and he'll circle back, wait for help, sends it up to Parker Brushard. Parker with a shot, and that one's high and wide. Around the boards, held in by Daniger, dumps it down low, hops over Johnson's stick, now sent in
good
front,
centering pass
blocked
there.
away. Rebound sent in front, just unable to get a piece of it.
Oh, Graham
Now
Lovin
Lovin
with
will
his
chase it
stick on
down
the puck.
in the corner. And back to the point. Daniger will dump it down low, just out of the reach of Graham Lovin. Tries to send in front. Now run around the boards for Warner. Zahn holds it in, pinches it down low, and taken there by Carriage Club. Sent back up the boards, held in by Zahn momentarily. Now they break it out. Back comes Carriage Club. Cross-ice pass into the corner. And Daniger has it there for the Spirit. He'll stop to avoid a check. Skates behind his own net. Good play there by Nickel. Now outlet pass doesn't connect. It's loose in front. And sent on goal, and a save by Lutzke.
Trickling little shot there. Tricky as far as looked like Zane had to gauge the speed of that one. It wasn't coming in real hard.
Yeah, it scoops up the rebound as it hopped up a little bit on him.
You're almost out of water there,
I
Kurt.
brought a gigantic
You brought- yeah.
bottle of water because I knew I was going to be parched in this one. I'm about dry.
And now you got to pee real bad. But we can't leave the booth here. We've got a job to do.
Now Wassey will take the draw.
Looks like we've got Wassey, Carden, and Worth again out there.
And as you mentioned earlier,
No,
Kelly,
Lovin. Carden, Lovin, and Wassey.
this line doing some good work. Now loose puck taken by Gavin Lovin. Cross-ice pass to Wassey. He's in the clear.
Come on,
Jason Wassey, the captain, to win it off the
Oh
post.
my gosh, it hit the
Now puck
post.
along the far boards. Gavin Lovin picks it up, sends it to the net. Loose puck, still a shot off the
Oh my
post.
gosh.
Rebound is loose in front. As the Spirit have two opportunities to win it off the post. Wassey still on the puck, sent in front. Oh, deflected just wide. Now a loose puck sent up to the blue line, held in by Stack, and his shot is just wide. Taylor Flaro steps over to pick it up, puts it on net, and rung out of there by Carriage Club. Oh my goodness.
We almost got called for a 2-minute min on the ice there. The
No
puck
icing.
puck went by Andrew Johnson, who was the sub in, and his sub wasn't off the ice. So
Now back come the Spirit once again, into the zone. Now the puck in the corner, Worth battles for it. Wyatt looks to center it in front. Now back to the point, Stack. Doesn't have a lane, so we'll dump it down low. And picked up there by Carriage Club as they'll skate it up the side. Bustin' able to stick it forward. And now wristed into the far corner. Now puck sent up to the blue line and out. And Bustin' will step over to pick it up.
I've never been so happy for a camera tripod in all my life. My hands are shaking, Kurt. There's no way I'd be able to keep this camera steady.
Now Daniger chips it off the boards to himself, dumps it in. He'll chase after it. Carriage Club player fans on the first effort, but gets it to the blue line on the second, held in momentarily.
Nickel Daniker coming all the way across the ice to put that hit, clear the puck.
Now hopping puck skated into the zone by Carriage Club. A couple players go down. Chip to the blue line and held in, sent on net. Warner has it there. He's got a man, Wassey, and he's got a man to his left, Brushard. And they blow this one down as Parker just couldn't keep onside.
I think they're calling.
Nice outlet pass there from Zahn.
Yeah, but I don't think he managed.
And just offside was Parker Brushard. And a face-off outside the Carriage Club zone.
Here it is. So watching the, oh boy, that was close, Kurt. I'm not sure that was close. That was close.
10:42 to go in this first overtime period. Clock, of course, not a factor. Doesn't matter. We're going to play it to a conclusion here. First goal wins. I'm not sure what they're talking about at the bench area.
Really, really like the way the Spirit are putting the pressure on.
Coming out strong
This
here.
is the most alive they've been all game. Playing some great hockey here. I think
and what a sequence where I think the first shot from Jason Wassey goes off the far post.
Yep.
Rebound effort goes off the near post. All kinds of chances there in front.
All
Loose
right,
puck.
we have a penalty.
And it is a penalty against Carriage Club.
Didn't really
Here in
see
overtime.
what that was.
So the Spirit with a huge opportunity here with the man advantage in overtime.
So what do we got here? We've got Graham and Gavin and Wyatt.
We'll wait for the official call from the PA announcer. Fans from both teams on their feet here in the
everybody standing up in the stands, as you can see.
arena.
Everybody's excited. This is really fun hockey to watch here in Kansas City at the Silverstein Eye Center.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Wow, it was a 2 and a 10. Who was that on the penalty? What number was that?
Well, now what do we got? So
5-on-4 advantage for the Spirit. We're set for action here as the puck won back to Stack, and 24 roughing is the call. Now puck dumped into the Spirit zone. Warner there, fans on it, careful. And now Gavin Lovin will pick it up, sends the puck forward, but it's over the stick of his brother Graham. And dumped back in by Carriage Club.
like see
Warner
them
on it once again.
Again, set up on this and play some good hockey. This
Now Wassey on the puck, dumps it down low, into the corner, sent around the boards by Carriage Club. It's going to be held in by Zahn. Warner dumps it to the half wall for Gavin Lovin. Now Gavin down goal, shoots. Rebound is loose and sent to the corner. Pinching down is Warner to try to keep it in, but dumped back out by Carriage Club. And senior Sam Stack will drop back to pick it up. Sam will skate the puck up. Down the right wing side. Now into the zone. Sam still on the puck. He's got a man in front. Parker, and can't get it to him. And dumped back down by Carriage Club with 44 to go in the penalty. Zahn Warner has it once again, a headman pass, and Parker Brushard sends it to Lovin. Now forward for Daniger, and he'll dump it in the corner and chase after it. Nickel stops, falls down, still works for it, and stolen there by Carriage Club, sent to the blue line, and held in by Warner. A cross-ice pass, but it's behind Lovin. He'll have to circle over for it. Sent down low, it's blocked, and now dumped in the corner by Warner. Brushard's there for the Spirit. And now a loose puck is skated back out by Carriage Club. Look out here, down the left wing side, in on goal, a shot and a blocker save. As short-handed effort there by Carriage Club. Now back come the Spirit, but that pass is out of the reach of Graham Lovin. And an icing call against the Spirit just as the penalty Carriage Club had expired. And we'll get a face-off back in the Spirit zone. Now with Kallenberger Carden and Wassey centering that line. And puck sent back to Taylor Flero as he'll skate up the near wall and send it to Kallenberger and chip to the blue line and out. Carriage Club sends it forward to the Spirit blue line. Battle there by Flero as it's picked up by Carriage Club, sent in front, but a good block there by the Spirit. Now loose puck trickles toward the net and smothered by Zane Lutzke, and another face-off upcoming in the Spirit zone.
Spirit, last few games, notice our breakout, the initial pass from the defenseman behind the net out to the boards, it's not producing that kind of breakout momentum you want to see. Today's not been any, but we're not making the adjustments. We're giving up the puck at that blue line a lot. Puck goes down. Carriage Club's got it, picked up by Zon Werner in the far corner, trying to fight for it and get a breakout going.
Now backhanded up and out of the zone. Wyatt Worth chases it down and sent back in by Carriage Club. And Zon on it there. He'll ring around the boards and picked up and dumped out by Gavin Lovin, just out of the reach of the Spirit, his brother. But loose puck now picked up by the Spirit. Gavin will try to backhand it off the boards, but it doesn't get deep and sent back out by Carriage Club. Warner has it there. He'll gain the blue line or the red line and dump it in. And the Spirit go for a line change. Now Wassey back on the ice. Carriage Club player able to avoid him. Skates it down the left wing side. In on goal and a shot and a save by Lutzke. As dangerous number 24 streaking down the left side breaks into the clear.
I don't know if I would call that streaking, Kurt. He leisurely strolled into the zone, avoided a couple of Spirit players, and got a shot. I wouldn't call that a streak, but
some nice moves nonetheless put on by him.
Nice moves.
Their leading scorer and a dangerous opportunity there, and Lutzke comes up big. Wassey now on the draw, and one back to the point by Carriage Club. They'll go cross ice with it.
Good job by Brashear to break that out.
Oh, careful, puck was sent through and it's blocked. Doesn't make it all the way to the net. Now back on the Spirit to center ice, and loose puck taken by Carriage Club. Cross ice, almost intercepted, but sent back in by Carriage Club. Now puck along the board, sent in front, and bouncer unable to be settled, and now cleared out by the Spirit. Here they come. They got numbers. Wassey breaks in once again, tries to fight off a check, can't do so. Taken down, no call this time. And now Eckhart has it at his own blue line, skates it forward. He's got a man on, muscles it forward, now able to clear it into the Carriage Club zone. And line change for the Spirit as Carriage Club sends it down, and icing this time against Carriage Club. 6:36 to go in this first overtime period.
Bad camera work on that that tear down of Mike Wassey. I did not get that on camera, so.
Kelly?
I am not a good overtime cameraman, Kurt. That's just all there is to it.
All right, Graham Lovin on this draw now with Carden and Ripper on his wings. Stack and Werner on defense. Now puck is loose and picked up by Ripper. Turns, sends it on net, save, and rebound clear to the corner. Now Stack pinching in to fight for it, rung around the far boards. Major Carden there battling for it. He'll get there and get a stick on it, tries to work it in front, and now Carriage Club able to gain possession and skate it out down the left wing side into the Spirit zone. Now into the corner, Graham Lovin will pick it up and sends it up the boards. He's got a man on, now gets help from Carden. Ripper there also for the Spirit. Sent towards the net by Carriage Club, bouncing puck, look out here, and can't center it. Now in the far corner, on the puck, Carriage Club, the shot and a save by Lutzke. As a man had circled and puts a nice hard wrist shot on net. Lutzke right there.
Instant replay
gloves
coming.
It down. And another face-off. And a line change for the Spirit as Lutzke gets some glad hands from his teammates. Wassey, Love, and Worth on the ice for the Spirit. Daniger and Flero. Key face-off here. Sent to the blue line and chipped out by the Spirit. No, it's held in. Now Daniger picks it up and sends the puck forward. Worth will dump it in. Wassey chases it down behind the net. He'll get there first. Jason tries to center it, fans on it, now still on the puck. Wassey sends it back to the point. Daniger winds it up. Oh, he fans on it, loose puck. And still bouncing. They'll whack away at it, sent just wide. Now Wyatt Worth will pick it up, sends it back to the point, and a shot from Flero sails wide. Gavin Lubman will chase it down, sends it to the point. Now a shot and a save, loose in front, sent to the crease, and too hot to handle. Back comes Carriage Club with numbers 2-on-1 the other way toward the middle, and a shot, and it sails wide. Now loose puck behind the net. Flero will send it up the boards, bouncing puck out of the zone, fortunately for the Spirit. And able to change lines here as Carriage Club has it, sends it to the blue line, held in by Johnson, chips it down low. He'll continue to fight for it and dumps it below the net. Now it's Brushard for the Spirit. Sends it front, shot,
oh my God.
Save, point blank, opportunity in front. Stack can't keep it in at the blue line, but dumps it in on a delayed call. Another golden opportunity there for the Spirit on a point blank centering pass. Now on the puck once again, they'll dump it in as Brushard chases it down behind the net, sends it in front. Now loose puck in front, and backhander saved and still in the zone. Sent in front once again, kicked away by the Carriage Club defenseman. Now Spirit still on the puck. They'll send it to the blue line, dumped it out, and now back comes Carriage Club one-on-one. And a good poke check there by Warner, sends it to the corner. Stack comes out to help out as well.
A lot of tired legs on the ice right now.
Yeah, you can definitely see the fatigue factor starting to set in.
Oh.
And a clearing pass fails, but a shot sent wide. Hold on, as both teams look extremely tired at this point. Puck sent to the blue line, but they say he held it in. Now Warner, who's completely out of gas, sends it to the blue line, but can't clear it out. Now puck taken by Carriage Club, but it's blocked. And rebound is sent wide. Need to ice it here, and finally Wassey able to pick it up, and he'll dump it all the way down. And the Spirit will get a chance to take a break.
Absolutely need a switch on legs here.
Zon Warner just absolutely giving it all he has, emptying the tank, and you could tell he was out of gas. Slumped over after the whistle, was able to skate to the bench, but what an effort he's put in all game. All of these guys have just given it all, leaving it all on the ice.
And Wassey.
Now back underway as Flero will ring it around the boards and chip to the blue line and out. Loose puck is fought for, and we're going to get a call. This one's going to go against the Spirit. As delayed call coming up, loose puck in the corner and sent in front, still loose and finally touched up by the Spirit, and it looks like Wyatt Worth's going to go for a roughing call.
Here's so the call Spirit, right here.
Spirit had the
Wyatt Worth absolutely cross-checking someone right to the grill.
So Spirit get the first penalty in this overtime period. Now Carriage Club gets the opportunity to go to work on the power play in this game, and now we're going to get a timeout, Carriage Club. And an opportunity once again for the Spirit to catch their breath as there's 2:57 to go in this overtime period. And a power play upcoming for Carriage Club. That one was a Carriage Club timeout. I thought that we had already had a timeout earlier in this game, but still in a timeout here as we await the play to resume. Buzzer sounds, horn sounds. And nervous times now. If it wasn't nervous enough, now the Spirit go to the penalty kill situation. Stack and Daniger defensive pairing with Wassey and Gavin Lovin. And back underway. Puck won by the Spirit and sent up the boards by Stack, held in, sent in front, and now stolen away by Wassey as he's able to dump it out. Gavin Lovin hustling to it, and he'll get there first. Tries to work it in front, but stolen by Carriage Club, and back they come. Now to center ice, they'll overskate it, and almost intercepted there by the Spirit, but regathered by Carriage Club, and they'll skate it into the zone. Now at the point, shot is in front, and a loose puck, and banged away at, and able to smother it is Lutzke. Holy cow. Right in front, loose puck, and Lutzke able to fall on his back side and cover it. And we play on. 1:26 to go in the penalty. Now Graham Lovin on the ice. Takes the draw and sends it to the boards. And now back to the point. They'll dump it down low on the half wall. Back to the point and sent over to the left side. Shot comes, loose puck sent out by the Spirit. Rebound picked up and dumped out by Werner. And now 1:05 to go in the penalty. Carriage Club in their own zone, setting things up. Now skated to center ice and into the Spirit zone, loses the puck and taken by Werner once again. This time he'll go high all the way down the ice, killing more time. Now 45 to go in the penalty. Taken there by Carriage Club. Outlet pass is stolen by the Spirit. Carden gets it to Wassey, shot and scooped up by the Carriage Club goaltender. He wanted to keep it going, but a quick whistle there by the official. And .36 seconds to go in the penalty to Worth. We'll take it. We'll take it. Now off the draw, sent to the boards, and now in the corner behind the net, Carriage Club has it there. Cross ice pass as they'll skate it up to center ice. Now at the blue line, around the defense into the corner. Carden back doing good work there, and puck taken by Daniger. He'll circle, sends it out. 15 to go in the penalty as Carriage Club back to pick it up. Now outlet pass is intercepted by Stack. Skated back in, Stack, I think it hit the post. Back to even strength for the Spirit, now below the net, set in front. Oh, and it goes between two players as Daniger will have to hustle back and pick it up. Nickel circles behind his own net. Final minute of this first overtime. Outlet pass doesn't connect with Lovin. And fortunately an offside there as we'll get a whistle.
This has been exciting.
What a game.
This has
Holy
been an exciting
cow.
weekend.
Holy cow. Face-off coming up at center ice. 37.2 to go in overtime number one. And it's Wassey back on the ice for the Spirit with Brushard and Johnson.
Oh,
Now
Wassey
puck
gets a stick in there.
Puck
goes into the
hops
bench.
over the Carriage Club bench.
Trademark Wassey hustle. Pressuring the puck from the second it hits the ice.
Now Wassey set to take this draw once again. And sent back to the Carriage Club defense as they'll send it back out. Intercepted by Stack there, and back come the Spirit. Brushard, but that plays just offside at the Carriage Club blue line. And another face-off, this time just outside the Carriage Club blue line on the near side. Wassey skates to the dot once again. And loose puck picked up by Warner. He's got room to skate. It's on around one man. Still on his stick. Looks the backhand in front. Now shot in front. Rebound is loose. And Wassey unable to bang it home on a beautiful centering pass there by Warner. And the Carriage Club goaltender, who's been solid in this one as well. Let's give him some credit.
Yeah, he absolutely deserves it.
Another timeout. How many timeouts do we get in this? Is it a football game?
It's like basketball. Yeah.
All right, well, we've got timeouts, plenty. So another timeout here for the Spirit with 12.3 to go. Key face-off coming up in the Carriage Club zone.
I mean, just pull them right now.
I'm not sure if we will go right into a fifth overtime period, or we'll get another ice surface.
You would think, right? Dayton Levin, can we get a ruling on this? What will the break be between the overtime? Ice cut, right? Yeah, it might be an ice cut. Because like you said, after 2 periods. All right, who do we got on the ice here?
Spirit break their huddle. They're going to send
Stack and
Graham Lovin.
Graham, Daniger, Wassey, Werner.
So interesting twist here with the Wassey and Graham Lovin both on the ice. You don't see that combination very often, and Zon Werner's going to step to the face-off dot as well. 12.3 here to go in this first overtime period. Big draw coming up here for the Spirit, and able to be won by Carriage Club and sent back out all the way down. It's going to go for an icing though, and they're going to get one more crack at it with 5 seconds exactly to go in this first overtime period. Good break there for the Spirit as they'll try to win it once again. Plenty of time to win a draw and get a shot off. Sometimes that locks up. Trying to get a look at the rebound here, or the replay here. Now set for action. Warner on the draw once again, and he'll try to win it back. Now loose puck is fought for, and that'll do it. So 3 periods, not enough. 1 overtime, not enough.
Yeah.
We're heading to double overtime here, and we will have a ice resurfacing here, and an opportunity for us to take a break and do some breathing exercises. So there you have it, folks. We're through with 4 periods here. We'll take another break. 2-2 score, double overtime upcoming here after an ice scrape. All right, we are back for more, because 4 periods aren't enough. Let's go for 5.
That's right. Let's play more hockey.
And we've got a fresh sheet of ice. 15 minutes back on the clock for overtime period number 2. It looks like the teams will remain on their home side, so they're not going to switch ends.
They didn't switch
ends.
Not really sure what that's all about, but okay.
And just about set for action. Once again, if you're just joining us, the Spirit got down in this one 2-0, and midway through the third period, things were looking bleak, but 2 late third period goals have tied things up, and we've been scoreless ever since, as we are now heading to double overtime.
Oh, it's been a crazy 2 hours here, Kurt.
With the Marshall Varsity Championship on the line. And definitely some fatigue setting in towards the end of that first overtime period. Hopefully the boys are rested up, get some fluids in them, and back ready to go. We'll see who's going to start things off here. It's going to be the Wassey Leavenworth line for the Spirit. They are going to switch ends here now as the goalies skate to the opposite end. So we do have a
essentially a second period line shift in effect here. And set for action now as we are underway here in double overtime. Bouncing puck sent to the boards by Carriage Club. And now taken by Gavin Lovin, pushes it forward but can't get it past the Carriage Club player. Back they come down the right wing side and now behind the net, circling. Sent in front, Carriage Club, a shot and a rebound, save and a rebound bounced away. Dangerous there. Puck cleared out, no icing. Loose puck is fought for along the boards. Worth will pick it up, sends it over for, well, now it trickles away from Lovin. As Carriage Club able to pick it up, skate it behind their own net. Up the boards and held in by Daniger. Good job there by Nickel as he'll dump it back down low.
Bit of a line change for the Spirit.
Now rung up the boards. Daniger will hold it in once again and sends it below the net.
Haven't completed the line change. Now we got a little pressure coming in.
Bouncing puck in front and a cross-ice pass out of the reach of the Spirit player. Sent on net by Daniger and intercepted there by Carriage Club. Back they come.
And pokes check.
Now with the puck, they'll have to wait for the player to get back on side. And now with the Spirit blue line, pass comes across. Intercepted there by the Spirit, but taken back by Carriage Club, put on net. Save there, an outlet pass, hops over Brushard's stick. And that one goes for icing. We'll come back for a face-off in the Spirit zone. Early in this second overtime period. Probably the best opportunity, one of the best opportunities for Carriage Club on that last sequence.
Yep.
And a face-off coming up now with Wassy back on the ice. Ripper and Carden on his wings. Eckhart and Werner for the Spirit. One back for Eckhart, and he'll ring it around the boards. And chased down by Carden just out of his reach. Loose puck is flipped over the Spirit bench. And a face-off coming up outside the Carriage Club zone. Wassy skates to the face-off dot. Now won by Carriage Club as they'll fan on the outlet, but it makes it out of the zone. And back they come into the Spirit zone, pass along the left side. Loose puck is taken by Wassy. He's able to go around one man, tries to send it forward. Just can't quite get it to Ripper. And now dumped back in by Carriage Club. Warner on the puck for the Spirit. Up the near boards and held in. Eckhart will drop down to pick it up for the Spirit, and he'll skate the puck forward. Now, clearing pass is fanned on. He'll be able to chase it down, catch up to it. Campbell and can't quite push it forward. Now Carden will pick it up and dump it in.
Not well.
Taken there by Carriage Club, and they'll work the puck in their own zone. Cross-ice pass to no one. Picked up by the Spirit.
The Spirit being very lackadaisical about their movement of the puck here in the neutral zone.
Almost a too many men on the ice situation as well, as they were dangerous in that line change. Now back comes Carriage Club into the Spirit zone. Puck in on goal and a save by Lutzke. Now puck in the corner, picked up by Daniger. Chipped up, but he can't clear it. And now skated in front, bouncing puck, can't settle it, and Worth able to send it to the blue line, but held in. Now puck in front, blocked away by Warner, and once again to the blue line, not out. And Lutzke wisely just
snagging it
out
of
of
the
air. And we'll hold on for a face-off. And Kelly, on that last play, when Wassy tried to push that puck forward to Nolan Ripper, I had a flashback to a couple of years ago. I believe Nolan Ripper may have scored an overtime, may have been a double overtime winner for the Spirit.
It was an overtime goal, right? Double overtime, yeah.
I'd like to see that replay
It wouldn't bother me at all for Nolan Ripper to win this game for us right here.
Now back to the point and down low.
Oh, nice little
puck in
move.
front.
Oh, my goodness.
Bussin' and on net. And fortunately, Lutzke right there to smother it, and another face-off in the Spirit zone.
I think he covered it. Yeah, Zane covered it, but it was a trickler that got through to the defense there.
Now Wassey on the draw. As Bussin will push it forward. It's taken there by Carriage Club. Loose puck in front and a shot and a save. Now Brushered along the wall. He'll skate it up, pinch to the boards, and dump back down low. As Bussin there will send it forward and a loose puck in front, and it's in front. It's still, as they'll send it over and a shot and they score. Carriage Club wins it in overtime, double overtime.
Well, you know, that was a great game. Let's not lose sight of the fact that that was a great hockey game. And Carriage Club put the pressure on there at the end, and we didn't do a good job of getting a puck out of the net or out of our zone. Little too loose with it in front of Zane Lutsky, and he can only do so much. And so, you know, it was a great hockey game. It was a great hockey game.
Yes, it was. What an effort all around. And you hate to see it end this way, especially for those seniors. But what a game, what an effort. Just come up a little short. And this one will sting for a while. But
Yep.
Congrats to Carriage Club on a hard-fought game. And they will win this championship.
And, you know, they deserve to. Looking back on this game, just, again, game ended in the second overtime, and you know, there wasn't a lot of plays that were just absolutely horribly called plays. There was a couple of little question ones, but you know what? This is a good game. This was a good hockey game. It's a tough one to be on the losing end of it, but it's, as a fan, can't ask for more as far as watching a hockey game. Everybody was on their feet this whole time. Pretty sure I'm having some heart palpitations right now. And it's going to be a long drive home, but it was a good game. It was a good game.
So players lined up at center ice for the ceremonial post-game handshake. And we will have a ceremony to award the first place trophy to Carriage Club. Winner from number 12, Cohen, and disappointing result here. So close, opportunities to win it for both teams, and just unable to get it done for the Spirit, as their regular season will conclude here. One more tournament coming up in early March and a couple of friendly games, and that'll do it for what has been a great season overall. And coming in here as the number 2 seed, Carriage Club, the number 1 seed, will come out on top. We'll keep it right here for the ceremony and let you listen in on that.
All season, these two teams have battled back and forth for first place. The fact that it came down to these two teams shouldn't be surprising to anybody. They all season, these two teams worked their way to this point. They both deserve to be here, and either one of them deserve to win. You know, that's just the way it is. And sudden death, man. One little mistake and hard to recover from. So, and I don't want to talk anymore, Kurt.
I'm done talking too. We'll send it down to the PA announcer.
For the trophy presentation, we have Mid-America High School Hockey League Commissioner Donnie Josephson.
Thank you. What a game. Let's give these teams a round of applause for an outstanding championship. Coach Norman and the Springfield Spirit, you took your semifinals to overtime. You took your championship to overtime. You should hold your heads high. Outstanding postseason, outstanding regular season. Nice job. I just want to reach out and to make this event happen. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that don't get recognition throughout the year, and I just want to touch on these. These people work diligently as volunteers, and we just want to make sure we recognize. First of all, the representatives from Kansas City Officials Association, nice job. Thank you very much for officiating our games. Our off-ice crew, Kevin, our announcer, Kevin, outstanding job. Appreciate that, Kevin. Chris Barkhurst and Carrie Bergman, thank you so much for all you've done all year. On behalf of myself and the Board of Directors of the Mid-America High School Hockey League, I'd like to offer our runner-up trophy to the Springfield Spirit. It's been a while since the Kansas City team has won this championship. It's been over 10 years. I want to congratulate Coach Anilowski, Coach Zwillenberg on a season outstanding. Nice job, fellas at Carriage Club. Our champions of Mid-America High School Hockey League, Carriage Club.